Hey, I'm Nick, and in earlier videos I've talked about developing a general mindset to push through challenges, and today I really want to talk about more the self-reflection aspect of that and show you what I do to make sure that I'm making small, consistent improvements. And of course, I just want to remember to never go too hard on yourself. Don't end up as a name on a milk carton. And of course, recognize your accomplishments for what they are. So why self-reflection? Well, self-reflection gives you an overview that let you find little chinks in what you are doing in order for you to develop on those and get better each day. So what do I mean better? Well, I mean that just in general, but overall more mentally improved. And that includes stuff like your focus and your self-discipline. So of course, if you're able to find little problems that you're having with your self-discipline or your focus, then you can iron them out and make little mistakes. So I mentioned this a long while ago about what I use for self-reflection, journaling, but anything else that your mind can conjure up, as long as it's giving you the ability to reflect on yourself, will work just as fine. As long as it's giving you a safe space, as in non-judgmental. Now this will be easy if you're making your self-reflection a personal thing, but more so if you're talking to mates, friends and family. But making sure that there isn't a need for any filters is very important. So once you do find this one method for self-reflection, almost make it a daily routine, as daily improvement will compound greatly. So how should we be reflecting on ourselves to find these chinks that we've been talking about? Well, it starts off with being objective with yourself, not giving yourself excuses to why you were doing what you were doing at that point in time. So some common things that you may be struggling with may be time management, and the best way to tell if you're struggling with that is to compare it against something that you know objectively that you are good at and see if problems start to crop up, which is okay. It's part of the process. So the next thing to do would be to get rid of them. But of course, be realistic about how you are doing that and if you're making any goals towards that. And that's just a matter of creating an actionable plan that you can work towards. And what I mean by that is making a list of stuff that you can do right there and then, or even tomorrow when that problem might crop up again. Now, do you need to follow this plan with no fault at all, or else you failed? Of course not. If you make another mistake, then that's just a matter of something that you'll reflect on instead and work towards fixing the actionable plan next. Now, that's a lot of what you're doing wrong and what you should be doing. But what's also important is that when you are doing the right thing, when you're seeing that progress, recognize that, no matter how small. This will really help suspend any imposter syndrome and may even boost your confidence in your knowledge of how hard you're working at yourself and getting better day by day. So you may find that a bit contradicting to reflect on yourself and find your problems, but also find this time to be proud of yourself. And that's what I want to talk about next, finding a balance between those two. And that just comes to accepting that you'll stuff up and accepting that it's okay to feel good about something else, even if something bad has happened, or rather, if you've stuffed up, you may still have done something good that day. Now, of course, don't ignore all of these problems that are sparking up just because you did one good thing, as you wouldn't really be making any progress. So another way to think about it is to make sure that you're at least making progress. If you're making progress, you're doing the right thing anyway. So I hope you've realized this value of self-reflection, gotten some ideas, maybe ready to plan out some thoughts on how you can improve later. But remember to stay realistic and appreciate yourself for the little challenges that you are overcoming. And like I said, making this part of your morning routine like I do can make it much easier to see those daily improvements. And if you've done all that, you can really start working towards the best you can be. So thanks for watching. I hope that's helpful for you. I hope you can act on that a bit. And until later, I'll see you next time. Here's some videos of the channel if you want to check them out. Other than that, I'll see you later.